So very good evening everybody. Hope you all are doing really well. My name is CA Supreet Agrawal and I'm your faculty for ACCA, AAA, AAA and law subjects. And my dear friends, today is going to be a very important session because today we are going to discuss about how do we write the answers for audit procedures. And this session is particularly important for everybody, be it a AA student or a AAA student. This session is going to be very important for you because in this particular session we are going to discuss about all the key factors that you should inculcate, that you should incorporate in your answers to gain marks for the audit procedures questions. And my dear friends, this question is not just about the audit procedure question, is not just about gaining the marks. It is one of the core questions, core concepts that every person who is going to appear for AA and AAA should score full marks in, because it needs a complete strategy. You know, when I talk to a lot of students, they say that whenever we write the answer for audit procedure, we personally feel that the audit procedure answers are more of the memorization answers. That is, you have to remember the memory techniques that has been taught to you, or you need to remember the exact answers that is there in the suggested answer. But let me tell you that today I am going to teach you a strategy that is going to help you a lot while drafting your audit procedure answers. And my dear friends, let me tell you for this particular thing very clearly that after watching this video, I am very sure that you will be able to gain full marks in your AA and AAA audit procedures answers. So let's just divide this particular discussion in two parts. Number one being what we need to cover. Okay, what should be covered? That should be the first point. Okay, what should be covered in your answers? And second, how it should be covered. Okay, so to answer this particular question, let me take you to a concept that we have already covered a lot of times in our basics as well, in a lot of discussions that we have done for AA and AAA. Okay, so when we talk about what should be covered, so the answer is the assertions. What should be covered? The assertions should be covered. Whenever we try to draft any answer for the audit procedure, the best way to start is to try to cover as much as assertions as you can for that particular item. So what are the assertions, sir? Let's take certain examples. Existence and occurrence. Okay. Then measurement and valuation. Okay. Then rights and obligations. That could be one. What else could be there? Rights and obligations. What else could be there? The rights and obligations. What else could be there? Presentation and disclosure. Completeness. Cutoff. Accuracy. All of that are audit procedures, right? And some students write classifications as well. A lot of them forget, but some students are able to write classification as well, right? All of this is very important. Now, how it should be covered? Let me tell you how it should be covered. It should be covered via procedures. So what are the procedures that we have discussed? So the procedures that we have discussed is I, C, A, I, O, R, as in inquiry, confirmation, analytical procedures, inspection, observation, recalculation, and what is this? Recalculation and anybody? Yes. Recalculation and anybody? Recalculation and anybody? Yes. Anybody? Recalculation and nobody knows. Oh my god. Reperformance, right? So why have you written these things? We have already covered all of this in our basics lecture also. Why you have written all of this right here? Let me tell you, my dear friends. No, not review, reperformance. Now, when we talk about these particular things, so these are the things that helps us decide that how we will be discussing about the audit procedures. Now let me give you an example here and then we will move further. Let's take an example of, say, tangible fixed assets. Tangible fixed assets, a lot of you might know it as PP&E also, right? Let's take this example and let's try to understand how we will be writing the audit procedures answers for this. Now if we complete this, then we can understand that okay, this is how we need to write the answers for one particular item of the financial statements, and then we can redraft it for the other items also. Correct, right? So let's try to answer it. Now assertion by assertion. Okay, assertion by assertion. Let's take these assertions only: existence and occurrence, measurement and valuation. So let's take about existence. Let's talk about existence and occurrence. Let's talk about existence and occurrence. How will you test that whether the asset actually exists and whether the transaction related to the particular asset, say depreciation, say repair, has actually occurred or not? So let me tell you, you know what you will do? You will physically inspect or verify the physical verification report, or verify the physical verification report. Correct? That would be your first procedure. Now let's talk about something else. Let's go to the second point. Okay, I'm just taking basic points now. Measurement and valuation. Measurement and valuation. How will you ensure that the measurement and valuation is correct or not? So test the additions to ensure appropriate amount has been capitalized or not, whether there is any expense that should not have been capitalized but has been capitalized, right? Then whether the classification, the movement is appropriate or not. As of now, I'm taking just one example for each assertion. Okay, then rights and obligations. How will you ensure rights and obligations? Rights and obligations. Rights and obligations. So you will confirm in case of third party, or let me write it this way, assets kept with third party. So if your assets are kept with third party, you will obtain a confirmation, right? That could be one point. You will be verifying supporting documents to ensure title, that is whether the company has the title to the assets that they have shown in their balance sheet. Correct? That is one important point right over here. Okay, after this, let's talk about presentation and disclosure. Presentation and disclosure. Presentation and disclosure. So what you will do? You will inquire with the management whether all relevant disclosures given or not. Plus you will test it also, but you will inquire also, right? Okay, then cutoff as in test if additions are recorded in the correct accounting period or not, right? I'm just writing very basic answers as of now, right? Without any reference to any case study or any particular data. Okay, then there is accuracy and classification. Accuracy and classification. Test if all information is disclosed appropriately or not, and whether assets are correctly classified or not. Assets are correctly classified or not, right? This is important. Okay, sir. After this, we have covered almost all assertions, right? But did we cover inquiry? Yes. Did we cover confirmation? Yes. Did we cover analytical procedures also? Yes, we have covered analytical procedures also. Did we cover inspection also? Yes. Did we cover observation? No. So where you can input this point, observe the physical verification if it is happening there. Then we can calculate we can perform the recalculation also. Recalculation of depreciation could be there. And then reperformance, so reperformance of a walkthrough of an internal controls related to the property, plant and equipment, whether all controls related to the property, plant and equipment are working effectively or operating effectively or not, right? So with this you can see that we have written almost 5-7 points, plus we have added 2-3 more points also. So approximately 8 to 10 points we can write for any particular item. And if you write the answers this way, that is by merging the assertions and by merging the procedures to those assertions, then you will be able to write a wholesome answer for any questions of audit procedures. Is this method correct? Yes. Do you understand this method? Yes. Do you understand this method? Tell me, I can read your chats. Tell me, do you understand this method? Are you able to understand it? Yes. Are you able to understand it? So will this method be applicable for AA as well as AAA answers? Yes. But in case of AAA, you will have to give more references to the relevant ISs, to the relevant IFRS, to the relevant IAS also, right? In case of AA, you can write a little bit of simplistic answer also. That is the only difference. Plus, the item that you will be required to test in case of AA and AAA could be different. Say in case of AA, it could be tangible fixed asset, but in case of AAA, the chances are there would be more technical items like financial instruments could be asked, like revenue records could be asked, like testing of deferred revenue could be asked. So that is the core difference. Hope this is clearly understandable. Yes. So now I am uploading this video only for the purpose that you guys gain a good confidence over the audit procedures question, because every attempt I receive this query, sir, how do we write the answers for audit procedures? Is there any particular way? Is there any particular trick? So that is why I have created this particular video for all of you. Understood this? Yes. Perfect. So thank you so much. If you understood this concept, if you liked this video, do hit the like button and do subscribe to this channel so that we can connect for more such videos, for more such tips and tricks. I'm going to bring a lot of tips and tricks for AA as well as AAA going forward. Yes. Perfect.